Finance Chief Ben Diokno has come to President Bongbong Marcos's defense over his comments on the June inflation print. Diokno says the president was simply misunderstood. The Labor Department wants to do away with the deployment cap on healthcare workers. Instead, Labor Chief Benny Laguesma wants to focus on providing quality jobs and competitive wages here at home. Lawmakers are split on a proposal to change the name of the NAIA to Ferdinand E. Marcos International Airport. And bettors flock to Lotto outlets to try their luck and win the 360 million peso jackpot. Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's a roundup of stories we're watching now. I'm Sean Yao. The Labor Department is not keen on carrying over the current deployment cap for healthcare workers. Labor Secretary Benny Laguesma said they are now focused on improving the quality of available jobs for healthcare workers to convince them to stay in the Philippines. Last year, the government raised the annual deployment limit for healthcare workers to 7,000 in order to retain enough medical frontliners in the country amid the COVID-19 pandemic.
Dapat siguro tignan din namin paano ba namin pabubutihin ang kalagayan ng mga nurses, yung mga healthcare workers dito sa ating bansa para again maging option lang yung dahil may social cost naman yung yung overseas employment eh.
And on the topic of higher wages, Laguesma says they will have to seek other ways to implement a salary hike. Laguesma explained that the National Wages and Productivity Commission can only hike salaries once a year. Minimum wage increases in all regions already took effect last month.
Minsan lamang pwedeng maglabas ng wage order. Supervening event that will justify.
And the Alliance of Concerned Teachers is calling on the DepEd to conduct a thorough assessment before implementing full face-to-face classes in November. In an interview with Sa Totoo Lang, ACT Chairman Vladimir Ketwa said the government should provide mass COVID-19 testing and free COVID vaccinations for teachers and students. The group added that DepEd should ensure that there are enough learning and teaching materials as well as classrooms before pushing through with in-person classes. The group says DepEd Chief Sara Duterte should also first inspect the situation on the ground.
Kahamon nga namin ang DepEd Secretary na pumunta sa mga paaralan na walang mga thermometer, walang mga alcohol o kulang ito at saka maraming ito hindi lamang dito sa NCR.
Ketwa also urged the new administration to increase the budget for education.
Napakababa po ng budget sa edukasyon. Halos hindi maabot sa 4%. Kailangan matataasan yung para matiyak yung ligtas, para matiyak yung ligtas na balik paaralan ay napataasan yung budget sa edukasyon.
And lawmakers are divided on the measure seeking to rename the NAIA to Ferdinand E. Marcos International Airport. Members of the Makabayan bloc describe this as ill-timed, saying there are more pressing matters that need to be prioritized. The bill was filed by Negros Oriental Congressman Arnolfo Teves Jr., who falsely claimed that the airport was built during Ferdinand Marcos Sr.'s presidency.
Halaga po ay ma-improve natin yung facilities, maayos natin yung transportation section ng ating mamamayan. Yan naman yung mga mahahalaga dyan sa usapin ng NAIA, hindi pagpapangalan.
And for incoming Senate President Mig Zubiri, renaming the NAIA back to Manila International Airport would be a better compromise.
Ako, mas pabor na lang gawin na lang natin Manila International Airport. Balik na lang natin sa original name. If no one will agree on a particular family name, kasi syempre, Yellow against red na naman yan.
One News Now will be back with more stories after this quick break. Stay with us.
$1,675. That's based on the possible number combinations that can be drawn. But the bettors hoping to be instant millionaires don't mind that. In fact, some of them already have plans in case they win.
Makapag-negosyo ako sakali. Dahil ng mga kapatid ko, matulungan, ganun lang.
Ibabangko ko. Tapos ininegosyo ko.
Now, what to do if the jackpot has been won? Financial educator and Signal TV host Chinky Tan suggests inventing their winnings in retirement fund or in purchasing rental units, homes, or commercial spaces.
Ang goal mo, minsan lang ito mangyari sa tanang buhay mo, na sana gumawa ka ng isang income. Yun ba yung parang tinatawag natin passive income, na kahit di ka na talaga magtrabaho, tuloy-tuloy pa rin ang pagpasok ng pera.
Should there be a winner, he or she has at least a year to claim the prize. The PCSO will then issue the prize in check form. Expect a deduction because lotto winnings are subject to 20% prize winner's tax. Which means, if you're a solo winner of the 360 million pesos jackpot prize, your actual take-home will only be around 288 million pesos. At the moment, PCSO is seeing a surge in bettors. The PCSO reminds bettors to keep their tickets from getting wet, smudged, or being crumpled. Most importantly, bettors should not lose them so there won't be any problems in case they win. The draw for Grand Lotto 655 starts at 9 p.m. tonight. For News 5, Mon Gualvez, we are One News.
Let's now take a quick look at today's other top stories. Another rate hike is on the table in a bid to curb inflation. Bangko Sentral Governor Felipe Medalla said an interest rate hike of at least 25 basis points is guaranteed at the Monetary Board's next meeting on August 18. The Sandigan Bayan has sentenced former AFP Controller Major General Carlos Garcia up to 14 years in prison and a fine of up to 407 million pesos. This is for the direct bribery and money laundering charges filed against him for illegally amassing wealth worth 300 million pesos between 1993 to 2004. President Bongbong Marcos's reaction to the 6.1% June inflation print was just misunderstood, according to Finance Chief Ben Diokno. Diokno said that the president was referring to the full-year inflation figure, of which the year-to-date average is currently at 4.4%. And for more updates, visit News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on Signal Play. Register for a free account at www.signalplay.com and stream One News Live anytime, anywhere. Masks on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. I am Sean Yao. We are One News.